Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Foundation. We are in the little village of Exactopia, or some of you might have noted it looks pretty much like Stockholm. I don't know, I haven't been there, so I'll have to check it out. But anyway, it might just be our church or the rivers or something like that. But anyway, we are pretty close to finishing the monastery. So in this episode we will complete that. I've added a ton more of these stonemasons huts because I've found out actually that it's because we're not producing polished stone quick enough that that this is taking such ages. I've also found that actually on the list the weaponsmith was there. I just missed it, so I popped that in and we are now actually producing weapons. And let me see, one of these slots should have it. Oh, we've got like, oh no, that's tools. We should have weapons here somewhere. So there we've got 3 weapons already produced. So that is pretty good. I've also finished the cooperage. So we are now producing these barrels. And I believe we'll be using them for honey and wine that will be generated over here. I can't wait for this to finish so that I can actually see how that mechanic works. Also, our economy is pretty abysmal at the moment due to the fact that we are paying such large upkeep for all of these probably unnecessary wooden keeps. But unfortunately, I kind of deleted one and they kind of said, oh, actually now the weaponsmith is not unlocked anymore. So I actually did need all of them. It's kind of weird that even if you haven't finished the construction, there was one over here as well that I cancelled 2. Can't remember that I cancelled 2 of them. Anyway, we'll build some more of them if we need to. But for now, we will. That one still has to go out to construction. No, that's not at all what I wanted to do. This one still has to go out to construction. There's still plenty of stuff. So actually, we can unpause that, and the construction for this one can continue because I don't think we need all the builders we have at the moment. This is the last bits and pieces being finished off at the monastery over here. So I am pretty keen that we get that done ASAP. So our little industrial area over here is growing nicely. I've kind of finished clearing out this area and I'm kind of tempted to have another bit of a reforestation forestry area to pop in over here as well. Okay, this I think is going to build pretty quickly because I think we have all the stuff we need over here. So they're just going to finish building that quickly, I think. I think that's the case. And then this part of the village is pretty much done. There's still room for some houses over here. I'm probably going to expand our industrial area a little bit in this corner. Just maybe an extra warehouse or something like that. But this is really our the industrial heart of our little village over here. And then I think there is something, the wine piece that wasn't part of it previously. Yeah, so there's a herb garden and an apiary, so we can produce herbs and honey, and now we're going to be able to produce wine as well. So that's pretty cool. Well, I'll probably have to edit it and add it because it wasn't there originally. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to finishing this off now, so we should see that be done very soon. Everything else is kind of holding steady. If we have a look at what we've got over here, our tools are good. I added up the production a little bit of coal and iron so that production doesn't stall as much. Everything else is pretty good. Stone remains good. We're selling this off as quickly as we're creating it. The fish and the berries, I'm kind of wondering if we should start selling that. The deer is not actually enjoying a lot of being sold at the moment, so I'm not sure what that's it. The leather, we are selling the leather, so hopefully that is giving us a bit of income. We'll have a look at that screen now. Clothing is kind of just holding. Bread is good at times and not so good at other times. Yeah, so the clothing industry is probably something that we can have a look at again. Everything else seems to be okay. The fact that we're iron pretty good. The coal is probably the piece that's dropping the iron production a little bit. So we'll see. What do they want? They want fish. I believe we should have sufficient fish. What I'll do is I'll give it to the people and we will give it there straight away, and there we go. Okay, let's quickly have a look at what our budget is telling us at the moment. So we are making some income from trade. Oh, here we can see. Oh, I was looking for that. So we sold 10 fish for 50, 4 leather for 60, and 19 lumber for 38. And that is basically what we're doing. So lumber is our biggest export, I think, at the moment. But yeah, if we should be able to sell fish as well, right? But the fish is very cheap. Oh no, 5. The leather is really good. If we can just continue to sell more and more leather, that would be really good. That would be really good. And village consumption is pretty high as well. Our upkeep is just crazy high also. We just need to make sure that we keep a handle on our upkeep. Yeah, if we can sell much more leather. So we've got a few hunters' huts, and they're all working away. Can we sell deer to anybody? Because I have got a little stall here that sells deer. Not too sure anybody actually buys it though. But it's there and it's available. So fish and deer doesn't seem to have any real selling power, it feels to me. In the luxury goods space, we will be able to sell wine, herbs, and honey. In the clothing, there's not much else. But yeah, from a food perspective, we sell the things that we're selling already. But people aren't selling some of that. So what I also want to look at is see if my trade partners would actually buy deer. They buy honey. They buy weapons for a hell of a lot of money. And I believe that's probably what we should be focusing on, because that'll do really well. So let's quickly have a look at what our weapons status is. Okay, so let's activate selling of weapons. If we just sell a couple of weapons every week, that would be real good. So let's go in here. We'll go to the weapons space and we'll say what we'll do is we will keep 10 weapons around, and anything above that we will be selling. Yeah, wine, grapes. Can we sell grapes or wine only? Let's have a quick look. Who wants to buy? Yeah, this guy is buying wine from us if we have it to sell, but they won't buy grapes. Okay, how's this going? Oh, that's so close. We need like 5 more pieces of polished stone. We will be able to sell polished stone as well. So as soon as that's done, we should start to create a bit of an income from polished stone also. Not that that is a lot, but anyway, this should be so close now. Come on, bring those last 5 pieces of polished stone over so we can get see what we can do over here. But yeah, I think we're going to stabilize our economy a little bit after this. That is the plan. That is the plan. Is someone actually bringing these pieces or not yet? See, now we have almost no people over here doing this building. Ah, over here they now need some stuff again. So there's tons of builders. We have way too much builders, but they're just going to hang around. I'm not sure if they're building houses or upgrading houses for people or what is the situation. But they're definitely not helping out over here. And to be honest, we should have... Yeah, polished stone. We've got 50 polished stone over here. So honestly, we've got someone assigned to construction and it's not actually happening. So let's get up that a little bit and we'll get some more people. Oh, you know what? It's because it's just this one element that is left. That is the case. So this person has probably gone missing somewhere. I'm going to the working site. Where are you? Oh, you're at the working site. Perfect. Now you're going to go and fetch the last 5 pieces. Okay, fine. It just takes a little bit of time. It's all that it is. It's just a lot of walking around and collecting things, and sometimes it's not nearby and so on. So actually now we can go and trade polished stone. Oh, we are selling any polished stone. Let's bring this down a little bit because I'm worried we don't have... let's bring this down to like 30 so we can sell like 20 at a time. And the same thing with some of these. Let's bring this down over there so we can sell a little bit more of them at a time. Again, over here, let's bring that down to say 40 like that, so we can sell more. Yes, we will sell all of that. The monastery has been completed. Let's go and have a look. There you go, guys. Monastery completed. Now we need to assign. Oh, there is someone assigned as a herbalist. Really? We don't have a beekeeper. And over here, how does this actually work? Concede a villager to the monastery. That's interesting. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just unemploy a lot of my builders because we have so many of them. Anybody with a low level, I'm going to throw them out. Anybody else? Yeah, the rest are all level 2. Well, we'll get rid of that one as well. So there's a few now available. So now we will concede a few people to the monastery. We have someone at the beekeeper. Oh, excellent. Brother Male. I love it. Gotta love it. So Brother Male is doing beekeeping. Female 1317 is doing herbalist functions. I'm not sure how much they do create, but the upkeep cost for this is crazy, really crazy. Capacity is 6 monks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to free up 6 more people in the builder category because we honestly don't need that many. Can I see the monastery in here as well? Monastery, LM. I don't think I've spotted the monastery in here. Unless it's somewhere else. Wouldn't keep. Yes, I'll deploy troops because that's one of the only ways I make money. Yeah, it doesn't look like we can do it that way. So what I'm going to do over here, oh, that's a beekeeper right there. A builder. We will just go unemployed over there and unemployed over there. That should do the trick. Open up this mission, put some more of these soldiers of ours towards going out and giving us some money. So make your way. We have more people available, so we'll concede 1 or 2 more. So now honey and herbs are being made. The question is, are we doing enough over there? So the Cooper is actually producing barrels. Okay, so we should have that. Oh, what I needed to do is I need to actually edit this and add the edit. And what we're going to do is we are going to grab the a winery and a vineyard. Oh, so let's get a vineyard. Yeah, something like that. I like that idea a little bit. And then we'll do the winery. We'll go out this way as part of the monastery. Excellent. We'll just do that. And then we will say start the construction. Okay, so we'll have to concede probably more people to the monastery then to be able to do that. But excellent, that means our stuff is almost done over there. This keep is almost done, I believe. Got tons of builders hanging around over here. I love the little keeps that we've got at the gates and at certain locations. So it actually looks like a little bit of a stronghold, that we have here. I like it. I do like it. We are, I'm guessing, still struggling with the income. Yeah, over there. Wow, we sold 50 polished stone, which gave us a fair bit of a boost. We sold 1 sword as well, 10 fish. So really that is pretty awesome. That is, I'm liking that. The upkeep of this monastery is just killing us at the moment. That upkeep number is just continuously growing. Look at that, up at 4,000 already. And to be honest, if I have a look over here, no, if I have a look at this, right? So we've got market tenders and things like that. I'm not going to assist anybody now, so just hang on. If I go over here, we can sell wine or herbs or honey. But what I am wondering about is whether I could probably add the 2 more stalls in there as well. Let's actually do that. Let's edit it and we'll add 2 luxury goods stalls over here. A couple of luxury goods stalls. Oh, that's just the sign. A luxury goods stall, please. One kind of right over there. And another luxury goods stall, kind of maybe something like that. Then I'm going to go with a bit of a blue tent. Oh yeah, we can't. And a green tent. It doesn't actually want to go further out than that. So is that then an appropriate piece? No, you can actually go out all the way that way. That's fine, we'll do that. We'll just do the green tent. Oh, it doesn't actually, for some reason, it doesn't want to put... Yeah, that's very weird actually. Okay, let's just start that. What is it saying? Oh, it's too far out. Okay, well, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just gonna put it in over there, and maybe, yeah, like over there, something like that. And then actually let's try the blue tent. Maybe not the blue tent, let's get the green tent over here, and we'll get the red tent. Yeah, that's pretty good. So let's start that pieces of construction. We'll get that sorted out pretty quickly so that we can actually sell the stuff that is being created over here, the herbs and the honey. So hopefully that will make us more money, and it'll get people happier, and you know, tons of stuff like that. So you can only really see, so you can see they only assign 1 builder to each one of the pieces of construction. All right, so that's actually effectively what is happening over here. So I believe this guy should finish off the vineyard now. Yeah, and now we only have the 1. Let's concede a villager. We actually can't. So we'll have to remove another builder or something like that. Oh, the keep is done. What I'll do is I will assign a villager. Oh, so we have unemployed villagers, right? Let's see. We have 2 unemployed villagers. So really we should be able to concede a villager. Unless... No, I don't think it's a thing, right? They're female, unless you can't assign a female over here, but they've got a female here, right? I'm working. She's pretty effective because we are getting the herbs in there. So yeah, I don't quite know why I can't actually concede any more villages. What I'm going to try and do is see if I free up, I want to free up like maybe one of these soldiers over here, Louis. So let's free up Louis. So Louis, you are now unemployed, is that correct? Okay, I believe you are now unemployed. What I would like you to do is go and work at the monastery. Novice Louis, can we come here and say concede you to the monastery? No, it doesn't seem to be working. If I go back over here and have a look, do we now have 3 unemployed people? Yes, Novice Louis is unemployed, but I'm not sure if that maybe taking a soldier that's got one of these. So maybe once you're a soldier, you're a soldier. Maybe that's just how it works. So I'm looking for a male somewhere. James, let's see if it can become brother James. So let's unassign James here. Okay, you are now unemployed. I want to see if you can be conceded to the monastery. Brother James and Brother Louis has been conceded. So excellent. So now I'm assuming we should be able to start making wine and stuff. Okay, so it seems like they don't actually like women working at the monastery, but for some reason there is a female working there, which might be a little bit of a glitch. The market has been completed, so what I want to slot in here is herbs and honey. And of course what we'll get is we'll get 2 people to come and work this. So hopefully that means that people will be happier because they're getting access to more of the luxury goods that we are now creating over here. I'm also hoping we can get this last piece done. We need a few more pieces of lumber. Construction is underway though, so that is good. We should finish that off in the next couple of minutes, I believe. Everything else is then under control. Right, it's just our economy that's still struggling a fair bit. We are producing a fair bit more, so just a couple of swords a week or a couple of weapons a week is a pretty good one for us. Yeah, so actually the polished stone is doing pretty well. We're not doing that much leather. If I could up that leather production a little bit more, that would be quite good for us. Yeah, so the leather production is just kind of running around. What I would like us to do is potentially slot in a bit of a hunter's area over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a hunter's hut. I believe that's something that kind of popped in. As we... Did I build it now? I don't think I built it. Okay, hunter's hut it is then, please. Just over here, thank you. Yes, that's good. And this area over here will become a hunting zone. Thank you. I think that's going to be great. A great little hunting zone right over there. I'm trying to reforest this, but the guys won't actually come all the way from the forester's hut to do it, so I might have to build another forester's hut over here. So I'm hoping to up the leather production a little bit. That'll help us. Okay, let's quickly have a look at seeing what are we overproducing over here. We're still going very, very quickly on the stone. I might drop a few of the stone people. We're going pretty quickly on iron ore as well, but I think stone is really where we're doing things very quickly. So let's drop a couple of males from... Oh, not Sophie. Sophie, you can continue to do that. Let's drop a couple of males from the list over there. Over here, probably again. We'll just drop this person, because we are producing a lot of stone. A lot. Any other stone quarries that we're dealing with over here? So this one is there one over here? There's one over here as well. Let's drop 1, 2 of the males from that as well. I think that is pretty good. Now we'll have a ton more people that can come and sort out this. I would just like them to come and finish that construction over there. We'll also obviously need a hunter once this is built. I only need a few bits and pieces, and then we can get more leather through, because I think we need to up this income that we're generating over here. Really, honestly, this is getting out of hand. We continue to buy wine at ludicrous prices. We will be stopping the purchase of wine ASAP. The purchase of wine is going to go in the other direction. We can't be purchasing wine for that much. Bought for... So we'll stop that. That'll at least give us... Because we're consistently buying 1,200 gold worth of wine. If we drop that, we're pretty close to getting things sorted out again. But yeah, that is crazy. The church and the gathering huts, the monastery, The Lord Manor. Why is the monastery costing us 840? What do they want? Fish. Let's go with the king for a change. There you go, Mr. King. Okay, the monastery is now again completed. So let's have a quick look at what's going on over here. We need vine growers. Ooh, paint a crop field. Okay. I think something like this and something like that. Is fine, and we can start that production, please. We have someone that is producing wine. We don't have vine growers though, so let's concede a couple of people to the mix over there. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. Is this actually working? Oh, look at that. That looks really cool. I like it. Honestly, I like it a lot. Look at that. So how many people? So we have now 6 monks in here. So we are doing a little bit of everything. A vintner. Brother Louis is doing that. Oh, look at the little monks. I like it. Nice. Nice. I wouldn't. So now we should, because we're not importing the wine anymore, hopefully that means our financial situation will go much better. I like it. It's looking really good. I think everything that we wanted to build is built. Let's assign a villager over here, please. Thank you very much. So we'll get a little bit more hunting going on. So hopefully we can get more leather produced. Excellent. I wouldn't mind an extra weaponsmith, but I don't think we're quite getting that done. So what are we trading? So it's fish, leather, polished stone, weapons, and planks or lumber or something to that effect. Excellent. So I believe we should sort out our income problems now. So if we're not doing any, so there was no trade expense, so we've actually stabilized our economy now, and I believe people will be even more happier because they're actually getting access to some more goods. Let's quickly have a look at the market over here. There is honey available. Honey is being sold to our people now, so that's awesomeness. Very good. Do we have a slot for wine? That's just the barrels. Oh, I actually took the wine slot out. Oh yes. Anyway, I took the wine slot out, I'm pretty sure. But what I'll keep an eye on to see if they actually get the stuff. So the honey is being sold really quickly. Over here, probably need to expand this one a little bit at some point. But yeah, that stuff is not being sold at all. At all. And we're running out of clothes. Oh, there we go. There we go. A couple of deers being sold. I like it. I like it. I like it. Over here, are we starting to see some stuff? Yes. So excellent. So I think our economy is now being stabilized. It's still high on upkeep, but as long as we actually produce trade income as well, and we probably need to ramp up our weapon production, then that would be the case. Yes, I'll deploy my troops because that is a good way of getting some cash and some wine, by the way. So send them out. Thank you. Get some cash, get some wine. That's pretty good. So how things going over here? We're ready to start producing wine pretty quickly now. I like it. This looks so cool and realistic. I really love it. I really love it. It's really good. Okay guys, I'm gonna put a cut in this episode. I'll probably do one more episode where I just finish off the final bits and pieces, maybe ramp up our weapon production over here so that we do a little bit more trade income. It is looking pretty decent though. The trade income on weapons is gonna really sort us out, so that is something that I'm just gonna do. That's gonna help us out a fair bit. So yeah, this is gonna see, oh look, no, that is still pretty high. The monastery costs so much. Let me just see, because it doesn't actually look like that's the upkeep cost, is it? Or the various elements have an upkeep cost, but that monastery costs a lot. A lot. These monuments are expensive. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've liked it, hit that button. I will see you in the next episode. That will also be the final episode, so please come back and see how this village ends up on. Thank you. Bye-bye.